Hi YouTube, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. My name is Chanel and I am the resident tarot reader for this YouTube channel as well as for the Divine Resolution Tarot business that operates in Minnesota. If you're interested in working with me, all of the information will be in the description box down below. This reading is intended for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you're watching for an Aries, this may feel like a message for you about your Aries, so please just take it however it resonates. And if you need to reverse the roles or switch energies, please feel free to do so. Just trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you about this reading. We're going to take a look at the love energies from now up until mid-February. So I'll put the date on there because it'll go until February 14th, I believe, or the 15th. So I'm just doing this quick shuffle so that I can take a look at what is going on for the next few weeks. And then we'll do another spread to get into the energies of the person that you're dealing with. And then finally, we'll pull you some advice oracle cards to wrap up your reading. All right, interesting. So bottom of your deck, Aries, you have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And my Ace of Wands. All right. We do have air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let me take a look here. I see a Hermit poking out, so that would be our Virgo energy. Aries in the reverse. So it's got me feeling like you are removing yourself from a situation or you're not communicating at this time with somebody, because that's followed by the Eight of Wands in the reverse with the Chariot in the reverse. All right. Let me just spread these out and then I will take a look and let you know what we have going on for the next few weeks. All right. Right away, I'm seeing that you're concerned about whether or not somebody that you were investing a lot of time in is coming back to you or not. The hard part about this situation is that you'd like to move forward in some ways, but you've put a lot of energy into this connection. And so I feel like as much as you're telling yourself that it's time to do something different or you want to do something different, it's not as easy to move forward as you want it to be. Because there's still that element of not knowing. This feels like something that never was solidified, never got off the ground. The only pentacles that we have are that Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles in the upright. So it's making me feel like you were the only one putting the work into the situation, and there may have been more people involved than two. So not a whole lot of stability here. The hard part, though, is that with this High Priestess and this Hermit, it's like whatever the situation has been with this person, there's still that like feeling of having a divine connection that makes you want to overlook everything that you've seen from this person so far, because you don't know what the potential holds here. It never really got off the ground, right? I'm feeling like you have or you will be giving a lot to this person, but the hard part about this is that their energy is coming through as having some real issues with trying to control the pace of the situation. I feel like with this Page of Cups and this Emperor in the reverse, it's like this person will, all the way across the board, that's a really immature energy when those cards are combined. But the hard part is like the bad almost outweighs the good in this situation when it comes to this person's behavior or them being reciprocal. It's like the temper tantrums or the massive freakouts that they have, or the ghosting, or whatever they do that keeps halting the situation. It feels like it's way bigger than what they do to try to fix the situation after the fact. And I feel like that's been a really big issue in moving forward with this person, because they do so much damage to the connection that when they try to come in and fix it, it's not enough to repair the deficit that was created. I'm just looking here. somebody is really blocking love. It could be this person has like defenses up, or they're easily triggered. They're good at being passionate towards you, but the hard part is there's no direction in the situation. And I feel like that's something that has caused you so much stress. That's probably why, if it's been ended or will be being ended, that would be on your end, because you're just really tired of like living this way, where you're looking at all the things that could be and you're ignoring the things that have been. That doesn't seem realistic to you anymore, and it's making you feel like you're giving so much more than you're getting, and it's affecting your life. It's affecting the way you feel as though you have control over your life. You know, it's like you're always on guard for anything unexpected. You can never really get comfortable with this energy. It seems like as soon as things get good, something happens that everything screeches to a grinding halt and has you feeling like you're right back to trying to fight for either their attention or recognition or victory. And that's why I'm saying there may be multiple people involved. You're having a hard time figuring out where this person's loyalty lies. And for you, you feel as though you've been giving to the situation without receiving. So that's becoming unacceptable, in your opinion. I'm just looking to see what else I see on this end here. It looks like there's an apology, but that's the thing, is that after this massive blow up, whatever this was, it looks like somebody was ghosted, or somebody stopped communicating, somebody stopped visiting, or possibly paying attention to you at all. Now there's some sort of offer of reconciliation. This is somebody saying that they'd like to try to work on things with you or create some sort of plan. There could be talks around solidifying some sort of commitment, but for you, I feel like you're having a very hard time getting over the way this person has treated you in the past, or the things that you'll be seeing in the next few weeks. And so this apology, again, it feels like it's not quite enough, because this person's behavior has really shown you more about who they are. And it's making it hard for you to be able to just like forget everything that you've seen and be like, yeah, no problem. Let's start fresh. Like, no big deal. It seems like this person, it's almost like they feel like them just apologizing and kind of saying like, oh, hey, I'm ready to start showing up to this or paying you attention. It's like they feel like that should be enough. And I don't feel like it is. For some of you, this person is reaching out to you, and you end up putting in the work in the situation, and then something comes to light. I believe it has a lot to do with this person's behavior, probably that it hasn't changed, or they're not any different, that they're still indecisive, or that they're still dealing with multiple people. This is something, for those of you that you do find this out, this is something you already had an inkling about, because this person has done this to you before. And so it's always kind of been in the back of your mind. So if you don't have that feeling for the person you're dealing with, that won't apply to you. You will know exactly what I'm talking about, because you probably would even know who the person is that your person is dealing with behind your back, or you will have dealt with this from this individual before. This isn't going to be a revelation that's like anything new. This will be something you've already been losing sleep over, or worried about, or have been having arguments about with your person. So I'm just looking over here, because we have this revelation and this apology, but then it's followed up with the Three of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Wands, which is a little bit concerning to me because we've got somebody coming to light about the fact that there's an individual that's extremely invested in being manipulative or emotionally withdrawn. You know, it's like they're not ending the situation, but they're not really putting into it in a way that makes you feel comfortable. The hard part here is the decision about what you want to do with this, because the opportunity to continue on with this is here. But with everything you've seen, it's very hard to figure out how to move on. For some of you, I almost feel like this right here with this man watching this ship. This is you in your boat driving away or sailing away from them. It's almost like it just didn't ever happen for you because of the way that this person has treated you. It's like there's this energy of, I know what I've seen. I know what it's been. Now it's time for me to see something more. Like, I'm tired of always being in this Nine of Swords energy. It's time for me to just end this and let my heart heal. And it's almost like this person watching you sail away from them, you know, and feeling as though there's this distance between the two of you. It could be, too, that if this person reaches out to you with an apology, you don't even really reply, you know, because too much time has gone by. For some of you, you just don't feel as though this is something that's worth your time anymore or that you resonate with. With this Six of Wands in the reverse, it's like, even if this person is coming in with something, some kind of offer for you, saying like, hey, I really could see us going the distance, or, you know, I'm ready to turn my back on everybody, and be with you. You have a decision to make about whether or not you want to move forward with this person or move away from this person. And with the Six of Swords being your last card, it's almost like it'll be different for each of you, because for some of you, even though you know what this person has brought to the table, you still want to take this chance with them, is kind of what this feels like, because you're hoping for something different. But then for others of you, it's like you're going to move away from this because you know what it is, and you're going to end up exposing this person for who they are before you go. You know, for some of you, this person, they may be getting exposed for something they've done and they don't even know that you know yet. And that's for a small group of you. That would probably be the group of you that has always kind of had that inkling that your person was being unfaithful, or if it was a non-committed situationship, they were hot and cold because someone else was involved. For those of you that feel that energy, it's like you're going to end up seeing something. And what's interesting here is I feel like whatever you end up seeing from this person, or not necessarily from them, but it would be like inadvertently, like something on social media or just some kind of information. It's almost the energy of like, I saw this before, and at the time I didn't know what it meant until now, you know? And so it's this revelation of like, oh my gosh, that's what that meant. Okay, so he or she has been doing this for how long? When was the first time I saw this? You know what I mean? Like like, for example, maybe if your person was uploading photos on social media and they're like at a house, you know, and they've been doing it for a while, and you're just like, oh, cool. But then you find out that that house belongs to like a man or a woman, you know, and you're dating a man and they're at another lady's house and you're like, wait, what? You know, it's the energy of that where it's like, it's been in front of your face the whole time, but you didn't have all the information to really put it together, like what all that meant, you know? All right, so let's get into your spread and see what's going on with this person. I mean, ultimately, you're going to have to decide what you want to do with them. And I feel like when they do come in, they'll be emotionally available. The hard part is it just never feels like it's enough to repair the damage that they've done, because it's the energy of somebody that comes in strong, but then they lose interest and they lack follow through. So it's kind of like, okay, do I want to keep doing this over and over, right? All right, what have we here? Blockage. Yep, that's what I was saying. And bottom of the deck is Eight of Cups. All right, I'm going to pull some romance oracles for each side, reunion for you. That's what I was saying. It's like this person wants your attention, but based on what you've seen, commitment in the reverse. Give me one for the blockage, please. Waiting. Yeah, that's kind of what that is. And despair with Eight of Cups. Flirtation. That's what I was saying. It's like you're going to see something that soulmate in the reverse. So for some of you, you're dealing with a twin who keeps getting involved with a karmic partner, or that person is really jealous and has a hard time letting go of the person you're dealing with, and they get sucked back in really easily. And that was the group that I was talking to, where I'm like, if there's ever been that feeling of like, oh, I don't know if my person is with someone, you will be finding out more about that over the next few weeks. Because it's not something that you don't already expect. Okay. So that's for a small group of you. It's probably more for the twin flame community, unfortunately. So your situation over the next few weeks, Aries, is the King of Cups. You could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But when the King of Cups comes out in the upright, that talks about taking everything that you feel and really expressing it in a way that it's so that you can actually like build something with someone. And this is kind of like that final culmination of like, I've done all the growing emotionally. I'm in a really good place. I'm feeling very stable. I'm not coming from a place of like telling you what I need and then I need you to validate that. It's like, this is where I'm at and this is what I want. And with or without you, I'm going to be okay because I have a lot of self-love. The King of Cups is someone who they're just so emotionally mature and stable in their emotions that this isn't like an energy of like codependency or neediness. It's just very grounded. It's very loving energy. I feel like because you have so many major arcanas, well, you both do actually, but for you, it's like you've been through so much with this person. I feel like you really do love them unconditionally. But when this King of Cups appears, you also love yourself. And so you're not going to keep putting yourself in a situation that's not in your highest good anymore. Okay. And it's coming through very strongly because your next two cards are the High Priestess and Judgment. So your thoughts about the situation, it's like not only do you think that something is missing from this situation or whatever this person is bringing towards you, but you may be trying very hard to manifest a new opportunity for yourself because you have leveled up. emotionally. And so if your partner is not matching your energy, this may not be something that you want, okay? We also have secrets that could possibly be coming to light with this High Priestess in the reverse. To me, with this King of Cups, I feel like you're just waiting it out because you know this person, you know their behavior, you know that kind of how they start out and they're very loving and they have all this like ambition, and then that wanes off and they get, I don't want to use the word bored, but distracted. You know that about this person. And so for you, I feel like you're not in a place of wanting to jump into this just yet because you know how they operate. And so you're kind of holding back to see, because it's like always waiting for the rest of it, like kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? Give me a clarifier for this King of Cups, please. The Star. So you feel like the person you're dealing with is your soulmate or your divine counterpart. And that's what I was saying with that, that intuition where you're like, oh, I feel this pull to this person. I don't want to walk away from this, even though I know I should. I feel like you'll be talking to this person about how you feel. You're really going to open up to this person. But you've gotten to a place where, because you've started to vibrate on this frequency of love, like I was saying, it's in a really healthy way where your heart chakra is open. And even if this person doesn't follow through, it's like almost this weight is being lifted where it's like, you know what? I just need to say everything that I want to say. And then if I need to leave because this person can't give me what I want, I'm okay with that. Okay. So let's take a look at thoughts for High Priestess. I think you think that they haven't moved on from someone. Whoever you're dealing with, Aries, they could also be dealing with a water sign when they're not dealing with you. So if this is like a non-committed or committed situation, either or, I feel like for some of you, you may be trying to meet someone new. And so that's part of the reason why you don't want to move on with this person, because you feel like they're just so non-committal, or you don't like the offer that they're bringing into you. For some of you, it's coming through very strongly that it's like, why would I put in the work for something that brings me nothing but grief? You know, and with this despair and this Eight of Cups, it's like every time I go back to this, it just makes me feel worse. You know, what am I really working towards? And so what I'm seeing here with this High Priestess, this is you really not reuniting with this person in the capacity that you're working towards anything with them. This is you working on your own independence and your own prosperity, you know, because you're very tired of the drama and the mind games that come from dealing with this energy. And so this is you rising above it. It's like you're reuniting with this person to kind of tell them where you're at and what you've learned and listen to what they have to say. But ultimately, I feel like you're going to take this opportunity to get closure and work on yourself. Judgment in the reverse for your feelings. So the jury's still out on this person, right? This is you. You haven't made a final decision, but you're looking at the past. You're looking at the decisions you've made in regards to this situation, because you know that if you had it to do over, you may do things differently or would have done things differently. So now you're like, I'm not going to keep making the same mistakes I've been making. I'm going to pick my own happiness, and I'm going to wait for all of this to come to light, right? Because with this Three of Cups in the reverse and the waiting, to me, this is your energy and their energy combined. There's secrets here. There's disappointment. It's almost the energy of like, this person always disappoints me. It's only a matter of time. And so I feel like you're just waiting almost to find out about whatever this affair is, or waiting to see if they're going to keep reconciling with this other person that seems to always be kind of off in the distance, right? 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. All right. Yeah, so in the past, you were really invested in this person. You felt like they were unhappy, but invested elsewhere. You may even feel as though for some of you, this person called off an engagement with you, or, you know, if you had like any kind of something planned, whether it was like a move or there was some sort of like union where the two of you were supposed to be doing something together. It could even be a vacation. You know, it's like you feel as though this person has completely rocked the boat for any plans that the two of you have made. And so I feel like you're waiting to see if this person can come through for you in a capacity to really be committed. You know, are they going to commit to you, or are they going to get up and leave like they have in the past? Because there's been so much instability, right? For some of you, I feel like not only does this connection feel incredibly divine, but the hard part is you're having trouble manifesting anything new because you don't know how to deal with the way that this has ended. And it doesn't help that this person has been silent for so long and then they come back and they want to make things right. Because it seems like no matter what they say, when this happens, it only lasts for a short amount of time, right? Your person's energy is the Lovers in the reverse. This is them making a decision. Hard part is they've made a couple of decisions in the past that have led to some real conflict. It's led you to change the way that you feel about them. You've questioned staying, you've questioned leaving. It's had you feeling as though you were giving more than they were. You could feel like they were with other people. When this Lovers comes out in the reverse, it oftentimes means it's a decision that was made, but it was made for the wrong reasons. This, to me, in the reverse can talk about devil energy at times, where it's more like somebody's moving out of lust, or they're making decisions based on selfishness. Could even be that this person has used the excuse of being obligated somewhere else. And that's, you know, all these commitments are coming through basically with the Justice in the reverse, Four of Swords in the reverse. This person wants to get up and go. So if they've been committed to someone else and they're reaching out to you, their thoughts are on Four of Swords in the reverse. So it's like they don't want to stay where they are. They're ready to leave. If they've been ghosting you, they're ready to come forward and have a conversation with you to tell you what they've done or what the decision is here. For some of you, your person is coming in with more of a commitment because they feel like whatever situation they've been in for a while is now over. Because it seems like this person has been really wishy-washy. So if you were at a distance, they could have committed to someone else and kept you waiting or kept going back and forth between the two of you. I'm just looking to see what else. I feel like there's something that they've decided they're not giving a second chance to. So let's find out what that is, because that could either be that they're moving away from the person that they're currently dealing with, or that they're wanting to not give a second chance to something that has to do with you. Okay, so there's something that they're getting over. There's something that they're trying to release. You know, Aries, you could be feeling like your person is very non-committal to you and you're waiting for them to figure out what they want. Tell me about this Page of Swords in the reverse, because when that comes out in the reverse, it talks about disappointing news. You know, you could feel as though your person moved away from you with that boat that we were talking about. Maybe you are the one on the shore watching them leave and feeling as though you're not having a victory. To me, this is the energy of somebody who will commit elsewhere and then try to contact you for liaisons. Because we have the Magician in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. So this is someone who is manipulative and they don't really want to build anything. They just kind of gaslight you to keep you confused, but they never actually commit to you. This is like, I just sleep with this person and I leave them single. I feel like you're getting really fed up with this though, because this is such a pattern for this person. You know, you may have watched this person be in a few different relationships and they continue to do this to you. Tell me anything else I need to know about this Four of Swords in the reverse. There's something that your person is ending though. You know, you may have Gemini very strongly in your chart because we have the Lovers combined with the Gemini card. This looks like your person is leaving a situation to try to contact you. The hard part, though, with this Magician in the reverse, I feel as though they may not be completely done with this, okay? And if they were at a distance, that could be what the holdup was that they needed to wrap this up, and they weren't telling you that part, okay? Now I feel like they're willing to come towards you and tell you, you know, what's been their deal or what they've been up to. Their feeling is the Justice in the reverse for the situation. So they're ready to move things forward. They feel like there's some unfairness here. You know, maybe karma came home to roost for this person and they ended up getting cheated on after they, you know, ghosted you. Because there's something about their energy where they're feeling as though they've been wounded and they're unfair. You know, something's been unfair to them. Yeah, it seems like they must have had a revelation of their own, you know, about whoever they were dealing with. And I'm not seeing that as being you, Aries, because you're in a really good place. You know, you're in a space of being like, okay, well, secret's out, you know, made a bad decision. But at the same time, this person, they're trying to figure out what to do too, because there's such a lack of commitment on their end. There's something about this here where it's like neither one of you are leaving, but there's such a sadness, such an emptiness. I feel like you're just both watching each other, but you're not really communicating over the next few weeks. So when this person does reach out, or if you end up reaching out to them, that will be the tail end of this reading. I think this person doesn't know if they can fix things with you because of the way that they've treated you. They don't know if this is salvageable. If you're still willing to try, they feel like you don't care anymore because they're watching you and you're happy. You know, even if your heart is hurting over this person, I feel like you're still really in a good and stable place. But now, you know, this person is ready to pay you attention, to try to commit to you if that's what you wanted in the past. They'd like to apologize. The hard part, though, is telling if this person is really single or if they're really finally not attached to someone else. Tell me about this Three of Cups in reverse with the waiting, please. Ten of Swords. Four of Cups. Yeah, it's like this person is trying to figure out when to come in and talk to you because I feel like you've given up on them in a lot of ways. The thing about it is this person went and had kind of a rebound relationship with someone else. And that's something that they're going to have to disclose to you. That might make you reject them. I wonder what it is about that would make you reject them. Page of Swords in the reverse. Because you don't know if it's really over. This has been a habit for those of you that are, that's what I was saying, for those of you that are dealing with this person who goes back and forth, this is, to you, it's a huge red flag if this is what they're doing when they're not with you. because it just seems like putting any more work into this probably is somebody that has a tendency to cheat with this same person and just keep going back and forth. Tell me about the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Why is the despair here? Because we're sad, but we're not walking away. So 8 of Cups in the reverse, this is the energy of somebody who acts like they're not interested. This is someone who has no follow-through. They could be jealous or possessive, and that could be what's making them want to not walk away, is their own jealousy, right? The hard part, though, is that even if this person is coming in with this Page of Pentacles offer, that sounds like it could be loving or faithful, it's like what they're bringing to the table that's negative still outweighs the positive, you know, and you could go back and you could try to be with them, but you still don't know what you're getting. This person's not the most faithful person. They lack follow through. They don't know the value of love. You feel like there's still something you don't know, too, with the Sun in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. I think you want to make sure that they blocked their ex out of their life. That's coming through very strongly, and I think that that's really your main issue, is trying to figure out if they're committed to someone else, and if not, will they be willing to commit to you? Also trying to figure out what kept them from committing to you to begin with, as well as, are they still attached to the idea of someone else? You know, is this something that really can blossom into something, or is it just going to be a whole bunch of lack of follow through like it's been? You know, because you're in a good place, you don't need that, right? Definitely going to be finding some things out over the next few weeks. You have a lot of cards that allude to secrets coming out. And my guess is it'll be either something you see and then this person comes back and you call them out on it, or it'll be something that they end up just telling you themselves, because it seems like they've gotten themselves into some kind of jam where they're going to have to be a little more forthcoming than usual if they want you back. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Help. They might even be needing your help. You know, for all you know, this person in your separation or whatever time apart this has been, they could have moved in with someone else and then got kicked out, and now here they are at your doorstep with all their stuff, right? That would make sense with what I was saying about the photos. When you see them at some environment, then you realize, like, oh my God, that's so-and-so's house, you know? So we have stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So you take it how it resonates with this person. If you feel like this is them getting their own karma, and now they need your help, you know, maybe some of you will want to hear what they have to say with that King of Cups coming out. That is a very loving and nurturing energy, where you're actually like doing things for a person to show them that you love them. So that could be a situation that you'll be dealing with over the next few weeks. We have playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestation. I personally feel like you're in a good place. You may be feeling like your karma isn't over with this person, but other than that, I think that you're solid, you know, and I don't feel like whatever this is going to really get you down, even though this despair is here. I feel like that's kind of more the energy of like feeling sad about what could have been, or being concerned about what could be if you stay, right? Because you're just not sure based on what this person has seen or shown you and what you've seen from them. It's like you're always waiting for the worst, but you're hoping for the best, right? We have help. Ask for help. Receiving is an act of generosity. I feel like this person might be coming in to ask you for help, but the thing that this is saying is like, make sure that you're communicating your needs to this individual too, because that King of Cups is incredibly loving and incredibly kind, especially with that star. That's like someone may be coming in for healing after they've really screwed up in another area of their life, and it actually is something that would hurt your feelings, but you're rising above it, it's absolutely okay to tell this person what you need in return, right? And then we have intent. Focus your energy. There is amazing power in a strong intention. If you've been trying to manifest some sort of breakup, if there was somebody you wanted back, it looks like that's happening. So I guess stay optimistic if that's what you want, because we do have this reunion here on your side. But it seems like somebody's going to be coming in. It's just a matter of if you want to deal with it. So we're going to take a look in the extended at how they're feeling about you, how they think you feel about them, what they're wanting, what they're doing now. We're going to take a look at what they will do and why, and then the effect and the outcome. So how it'll affect you and your outcome over the next few weeks. All right, Aries, I hope that this was helpful to you, and I hope to see you in the extended. But if I don't, I'm certain that we'll speak again soon. And it was an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Take care of yourselves and good luck with this. Bye.